Welcome back to yet another 5-minute or less Underdog Investor audio experience. We do these to, brainwash listeners into thinking differently, thinking like investors and thinking about money and just wealth creation differently. And that's our intention with this podcast is through repetition every single day, at least 5 minutes a day, we can kind of retrain ourselves and see the world differently, shift paradigm, shift beliefs. Cash flow is king. I think a lot of people are optimizing for, like net worth, or they're taking the little they have after their paycheck every single month and investing it in something that they hope in 20, 30 years will yield them some kind of result, like some kind of index funds, mutual fund, stock market, etc. And I think that's better than doing nothing. Big fan. It's almost like I feel like, at least from my experience, is money is a lot like, kind of works in a vacuum, is if it's sitting around, you'll find a way to spend it. So it's better to take a portion of it and just lock it up in something for the next 30, 40 years. And adjusted for inflation, the returns in the stock market, 3% a year, 2%, 3% per year. Of course, that's adjusted for inflation. Inflation being way higher than the numbers they give you. Like everything gets a couple percent more expensive at least every single year. So that's better than nothing. In fact, just saving money in a bank account is better than nothing. Then it's like, hey, investing a portion of it or all of it, all of your savings for the next 30, 40 years is better than that. But to me, I'm like, the only way that makes sense, and you can run these numbers yourself, is, if you're earning maybe $500,000 a year, maybe $400,000 a year. After tax, let's say $250. That can start making a lot of sense. And it depends how stable and secure that income that's coming in is. To me, I would much rather focus on creating cash flow and investing in things that create cash flow for me first. Then I can take that cash flow and invest it in the long-term place. So I have my income coming in from my job or my business or whatever that may be. I take that and I invest it in things that may or may not appreciate, but that's not my concern. I want consistent cash flow. And then I take that cash flow and I invest it in the long term. Why I like doing that twofold. My investment income will continue to increase every single month because I keep investing more in it. So I have more cash flow month over month. And over time, that cash flow from my investments will start exceeding my earned income. And now I'm building up my wealth even faster. The second reason why I love creating cash flow is if I do lose my source of income, which if you're in business, you know that business can be up and downs. I've lost businesses before, like it happens. Or if you're an employee or you work somewhere, you know that, you can be terminated tomorrow. There's no such thing as job security anymore. And what's cool is once you build your cash flow up to a place where it may cover your lifestyle if you needed it to, who cares about your net worth? To me, if it's like, hey, Lucas, you can have $25 million net worth, but you can't touch any of that money till you're 70. Or you're going to have a fraction of that as net worth, but you're going to cash flow $10K a month. I choose the $10K a month all day long. I will never be as young as I am right now. This is huge for me. I'll never be as young as I am right now. That's impossible. Well, you can't reverse age. Biologically, I guess you could do some work on that, but you get the point. Is all things equal, I'm never going to be younger. And there's every day and every week and every month that ticks by that I don't experience life the way I want to, is like I'll never get that week back. Cash flow allows me to experience the things day to day that I want. A lot of people are sacrificing and doing stuff they don't want to do, hoping that in 70 years or 50 years or 40 years that they can retire and then do the things they want to do. And I'm like, it's such a backwards way of thinking, in my opinion. It's create cash flow so you can do the things you want to do now, and you can invest a portion of that cash flow into your long term so you get both. Really hope that's a reminder. Because I think we all know this. It's a reminder that it's like, let me align everything I do with this philosophy. Really hope that helps. Our 5 minutes is up. We'll see you tomorrow.